everyone, today I'll be reviewing DC animated movie Injustice, and it is starring Justin Hartley and Sam Mount, and this movie is directed by Matt Peter. And so when I first saw this movie, I was like, oh, this movie looks interesting. Finally, I have time to see this movie. I was really looking forward to seeing it. Because before I go to my review, I see this movie's audience score, especially the audience score, is quite low. It's only 39%. If you are one of these people who didn't like this movie, I understand why. Some people may not have liked this movie from their point of view. From my point of view, I am a huge DC fan. Seeing all this character on the screen together was amazing for me personally, especially as we all know, we cannot get live action version of Justice League because of many things. I think one of they might not even make another version of Justice League movie in near future. They might make, who knows, but at this point we ain't getting any. So watching this animated movie is meant a lot to me as a huge fan of this DC world. That means I thought this movie was really amazing. Seeing all these characters all together, how they come together to save the world, and save the world from the guy who is bad here. I'll get to the spoiler in a second. Don't want to give away the huge plot right away. I'll get to the spoiler a little bit later. So I thought this movie overall, I really liked how it was done. There's a lot of emotional scene. Also, there is a lot of action scene. All the action scenes, they are super bloody. And the animation for this movie, I thought it looked really good. It's much better than the other ones I have seen before. Like, they are improving. So personally, I think I wish they released this movie in theater. No, I think it could have done it could have made some money. I think one of they didn't first of all, they didn't do any advertisement for this movie. So, and second is they did not do anything for this movie. But I think this movie had a lot of potential, especially if they released it on theater. I think it could have made some money. That being said, some of the character in this movie, how they interact with each other, I feel like really they are true to their character, you know, like the way they were acting. And the person who I loved in this movie is so this is probably why I like this movie is I really loved the Batman in this movie. I felt like Batman character was really very he was tough, but also all the emotional he was feeling and all the things he was doing in this movie, like what is doing right, you know, what is all the things this movie asks you. I felt like he did such a great job, Batman's character, this director, Matt Peter. I felt like he really brought the Batman character to the light, especially the way I like it, I suppose. However, how is the Superman character? So I am not as a huge fan of Superman as some people are. I do like Superman a lot. I liked Henry Cavill Superman. In this movie, Superman's character also I liked a lot. Honestly, this Superman had a lot of emotional depth. What was he going through in this movie? Again, I don't want to give too much away because spoiler. But these are some character I liked. I really liked Harley Quinn in this movie. She was so funny. She wasn't annoying in this movie. You know, how live action version Harley Quinn. She's very annoying. Unfortunately, Margot Robbie, I really liked her in Suicide Squad. After that movie, every time now she's on screen, she became very annoying character. I don't know, many people will not like I'm saying this. Yeah, I don't like my live action version Harley Quinn anymore. In this movie, however, I really like this Harley. All the jokes she was saying with the arrow. Like, she has a lot of scene with arrow in this movie. All the scenes she had with arrow, I really liked it a lot. Honestly, they were the best scene in this movie. Not the best, but they were a very enjoyable scene. Like, this movie had a lot of comedy in it. When you watch it, you were like, oh, it's so surprising. So that means I really like Arrow's character. I also liked Green Lantern. He doesn't have a lot of screen time in this movie, but I liked what was he doing here. You get to see some of his power in this movie he was using. Also, I like Flash. Also, so Flash, Green Lantern, they don't have a lot of screen time in this movie, but I really loved the Batman. But I also loved Catwoman in this movie a lot. Like, Catwoman was really good in this movie. I was like, ooh, this Catwoman is very good. I really liked her. Wonder Woman character, how is she? So I will say I felt like Wonder Woman character is kind of like felt like she was kind of, I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. So I will get to this character a little bit later in the spoiler section. Overall, I had really good time watching this movie. It's only 1 hour 16 minutes long. Super easy to see. If you're a DC fan, it's definitely worth checking. Now I will be going to the spoiler. Okay, so in this movie we see, of course, Superman. He's trying to ban a lot of stuff in this movie. Some of this stuff is like when you hear him like he trying to ban, I'm like, oh man, these are like going out of your line here. But then again, when you are super being like him, if he's mad or sad something, I think people could do that, That's why when I was watching it, never once I felt like this story didn't make sense, like he was going evil for no reason. He wasn't going evil here. He was just doing stuff he thought it will help, the world. It will stop killing people. I guess that's what he thought. That's why the Batman point of view, like all the dialogue that Batman had in this, first of all, this voice work from Anson Mount. He was amazing in this movie. I really liked him a lot. However, here's the thing. I did not like Justin Hartley's voice in this Superman voice. This is the reason why. Because Justin Hartley, because I know him from This Is Us. So every time he was talking, I felt like he was talking. I never seen this Anson Mount. So every time he was talking, I felt like, ooh, this voice is really works. I did not like Superman voice work in this movie. I really loved Batman voice work. Also like Catwoman, all the like a scene Batwoman, Catwoman had, it really very good. But I also liked the Arrow. However, Arrow does die in this movie. That was really sad when he died. I was really sad. Especially this Arrow character was so good. All the scene he had with Harley Quinn, all the things Arrow has in this movie. It's very good. And this is the first time I think I have seen Arrow in a part of Justice League movie. Like in this movie, how all the Justice League team member comes together. They're so good. And there is like team going on, Superman team and Batman team. And in this movie, when you watch it, the fact that, how Batman versus Superman, when Batman fights Superman, and you can see Batman, not in Batman versus Superman, I meant in Justice League movie, when Batman tried to fight Superman or in a Justice League fight, he felt useless, right? But in this movie, you see Batman actually doing stuff. He's part of the Justice League and he has a lot of cool things. He never once I felt, oh, Batman doesn't has any power, he is useless. Like, it doesn't have that feeling. Batman is cool, and he was cool in this movie, and I like that. However, I felt like Wonder Woman character, she kind of felt like she was a Superman assistant in this movie. Especially the way she was acting, I suppose. At first, I guess she was thinking, because they are both so powerful human being, that is how they think. They try to control human being because, they are not human, they can't think like human. So I guess the way Wonder Woman, she was acting at the beginning of this movie or halfway through, I guess she was kind of acting like Superman assistant. And I was like, why are you acting this way? Especially the live action version Wonder Woman, she's such a great character, that's why this Wonder Woman, I would say, wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad either. Okay, so some of the other characters in this movie, they are very cool, but I actually don't know them, so I couldn't give you guys like my opinion on them. But some of this character, I actually don't even know their name, but they were so cool. The guy who was creating the another universe, he created the whole, and also there was another guy who was like he was really funny, the mirror guy. This character I never seen, so that's why I don't know them. So also there was the guy who was manipulating the Superman into creating this thing. He was also very interesting. Some of these characters, they're so good. If you like DC World and DC Universe character, you can really enjoy this movie. Minus, I guess, if you are a big fan of Superman, I don't know how people who are fan of Superman, they will feel in this movie. I guess if you are one of these people, why you didn't like this movie, let me know in the comment. I definitely really like, as I was saying, a huge fan of DC World. Definitely was very enjoyable watch for me because I'm such a huge fan. Anyway, that's my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie, and if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave your comment, and please take care.